Hey guys, what is going on today? Bojo here, and we are back for our NHL 16 BGM following the Philadelphia Flyers here in our year number 5 off-season, I believe, as we are going to go into free agency, see what we can swipe up in there, and then make our way to the regular season, see our team progress, and then make some decisions on that range. So, sorry guys, my cough is really bad today, so I might be coughing a lot this video, but as from last video, we suggested, or I asked you guys for some suggestions of what to do regarding some of these players that were available here in free agency for our forward core. Now, as you guys know, we got rid of TJ Oshie to move up in the draft this year to draft one of those highly scouted players going first overall, which we did pick up Ethan Grantham, I believe, or Evan Grantham, whatever the heck his name is. So we picked him up. But as a result, we're now without a second line right wing spot on our team. So I asked you guys if you think it would be smart for us to take any of these second line players that are available in free agency, ergo Tyler Ennis, Adam Henrique, Derek Brassard, Jeff Skinner, Tyler Toffoli, or Carl Hagelin. So a couple of people did suggest that we just hold on to the rookies and see if they progress into second line players, but the majority of the people want me to go after a Mr. Tyler Toffoli here on the free agent from the Los Angeles Kings. So, defensive category is pretty good. Shooting category in the upper 80s, which is nice. Puck skills in the upper 80s as well. Skating is pretty good. A little bit physical, which I like. Senses is good. Nice discipline, good offensive awareness. Seems like the right choice for this team. One, because he's a right wing, natural right wing. Two, he's only wanting 4.5 mil, so that's kind of around what Oshie was making, but just a little bit less. And then, obviously, the other choice that we would have is Jeff Skinner, but two teams are interested in him. He also wants 6.1 mil, which is a little bit much. Him and Toffoli are the exact same kind of age, and I think Toffoli could put up the production that Skinner could as well. So I think it's only smart to pick up Tyler Toffoli here for maybe like 2 years to see what happens with our team. So let's offer Tyler Toffoli 2 years. For 2 years, he only wants 4.7, which is actually fantastic. So instead for that, let's just offer him up 4.5 for 2 years for Tyler Toffoli. We'll see if he accepts that deal or not. There's no teams interested in him, so we'll see if he actually comes our way here and takes this deal. Actually, no, let's bump it up to 4.6. 4.6 mil for 2 years for Tyler Toffoli, and I think we should be good with that deal. Alright, so now that that's done, I think I'm going to try to pick up one depth role player here for our team just in case injuries do occur. So as a result of that, I'm just going to look for some players that are happy to be in a depth role, or a fourth line role is actually even better if there's actually going to be a fourth line player with some high overall stats. Alright, so we have Philippe Deneau. Decent defensively. Zach Smith is down here as well. Zach Smith's pretty good defensively, 87, 83, 86. Not really any discipline though. We'll keep searching. We'll keep searching if there's anybody here. Any high 80s? BJ Crombie? No, we don't need that. A lot of fourth line guys are going to be like a lot of enforcers and stuff like that. So let's keep going here until we hit the depth players. Emerson Enem, he's a fourth liner, but he's not really all too defensive. He's a sniper. Nothing we need there. Ty McGinn. Can we bring Ty McGinn back to Philadelphia? Nah, he's a little bit too weak. A little bit too weak defensively for me. David Booth. David Booth is okay. Nothing really too fantastic there, though. Barclay Goodrow. He's only 26. He's kind of young player. Power forward. Fourth liner, which he is. What kind of year did Barkley have last year? 30 points, 14 goals, 16 assists, plus 2. It's not too bad. He could get a little bit of a boost, which wouldn't be too bad. 83, 80, 82. Alright, that's not bad. If we wanted to pick him up for the fourth line, we obviously could do it. Let's see if we can get to the depth players. That'd be even better. Just going to keep an eye out for if I see any 80s in there. Anderson, no thanks. Bulmer, Nordstrom, and Michael Latta. Okay, here's where we're getting into the big fourth line guys. Alright, so Brett Bulmer, no thanks. Joachim Nordstrom, nope. Michael Latta, Jack Nevins, no. Jeremy Moran, no. Jack Skilly, No, thank you. Brian Boyle. Nah, a little bit too weak on the defensive awareness. Boyd Gordon. That is one hell of a defensive category there. I would not mind picking Boyd Gordon up at all for a fourth line role. But actually, no. Is it better to pick up a fourth line guy, or is it better to pick up like a depth role guy? I'm not sure. Would Boyd Gordon's like category go down? I'm not sure. Phew, man, I'm just sick on all kinds of stats here today. Michael Shotput, no. Marco Dano, no thanks. Bo Bennett, no. Alright, so here we're in the depth roles now. Sean Matthias, Vincent Trocheck, Nemestikov, Marcel Gotch, okay, Lyndon Vey, Curtis McKenzie, Mike Richards. That would be a not bad idea right there. Bring Mike Richards back just on a depth role. He's very good defensively. I'll keep that in mind. Jay Beagle as well. Very good. Spalling's okay. Peary, Dmitry Yaskin, Colin Greening, Hodgson, Condra, Fontaine. Anybody else? No, those are minor league scores. Okay, so it's either got to be Jay Beagle or Mike Richards. One of these two fine gentlemen right here. So Mike Richards or Jay Beagle. Let's see. Jay Beagle, 85s. Mike Richards, a couple 83s in there. Jay Beagle looks like he has a better offensive category as well. Not good like puck skills wise. He's faster as well. Not as physical. Yeah, I think we should go with Jay Beagle here. Let's go with Jay Beagle. Alright, so 1 year deal. 1 year deal at 1.075 for Jay Beagle. Just have him sitting on the bench, which is good. And then defenseman, we don't need defenseman. Would not mind picking up another depth defenseman. I did not know Spurgeon was on the rolls there for like elite. Yeah, look at that. Didn't even know he was on there. 79 overall. 29 years old. His morale must be really, really low if his potential is elite. Probably really good. His overall is a top 4 defenseman, yeah, so yeah. It's probably pretty good. Alright, well, let's just pick up one depth defenseman since we already got one as well. Let's just pick up one more just in case. Let's see how many we have to choose from here. We got a bunch. We got a bunch in here. Alright, so depth defenseman. Let's see what we got here. Alright, Petteri Lindbaum. Not too shabby. He's young as well, so that would be pretty good as an offensive defenseman, but he's the offense, as you guys know from our AHL team build, he's the offensive defenseman with not really good offensive stats, really a lot better defensively as well. So that would not be a bad depth role to put in there since he's only 25, so that wouldn't be too bad. Scott Mayfield, no discipline really. How was his discipline as well? Oh, whoops, those are top 6s. Hold on. Yeah, Barbario we could grab up again. His discipline, yeah, it's at 80. That's not too bad. Mayfield, no thanks. McElraith, no. Brian Straight, no. Josh Manson is a defensive defenseman. We kind of want to try to get a defensive defenseman here since we only have one in Moran. Ekholm, really? Ekholm is a defense or two-way now? Yeah, he's 29 here right now, so that makes sense. Martin Gernat, no thanks. Derek Forbert, no. Well, maybe. TVR, nope. Justin Falk, wouldn't be too bad. Nikita Nestorov. Nestorov seems like the best. Seidenberg. That might be a really good addition, depth-wise. Victor Bartley, Brandon Manning. Yeah, you know what? I think Dennis Seidenberg would be really good. Good shot blocking, good stick checking. Yeah, let's grab up Dennis Seidenberg just for a depth role. 1 year, $1 million. Cool. And then we don't need a goaltender. All right, so we'll just pick up those two guys. Hopefully we get them. Hopefully we get Tyler Toffoli. Pick up a depth player, Mike Richards, and another depth defenseman in Dennis Seidenberg. All right, so Voracek has recovered from his injury. It's about time, Jake. Spent all freaking offseason recovering from that. And Seidenberg's good. Jay Beagle's good. Still waiting on Mr. Toffoli. And trade offer accepted. I was extremely happy to accept your offer. I think I could add a lot to this team that's destined for a good run in the playoffs. So, unlike a couple years ago where we tried to sign some guys for free agency deals that they didn't want to join our team because of they didn't want to go. They didn't think we were a playoff team. they're a playoff run now. I think we should hopefully have a good run in the playoffs this time around. And 85 overall, second line forward. Not too bad for Mr. Tyler Toffoli. Alright, so Dennis Seidenberg joining the team as a free agent was the right move for my career. Let's see. You need to perform at a high level for this team, so don't slack off. Negative effect. Of course. That's alright, though. Dennis is an old head. He's on a depth role. That's fine. Alright, so I think we have everything that we need to take here. We got a depth forward, a depth defenseman, and we got our second line player in Tyler Toffoli. Probably going to have around 10 mil worth of cap available. So, you know what? I think we're good here. Let's just simulate up till next season. Simulate till the free agency is over. Simulate till halfway through September. I think we should be good to go. Like I said, we don't need to make any trades or anything like that. Our team is good to go. We're going to let the young guys slowly transition into the NHL team now. And start to build around those guys. So that might be a shorter episode today. Because we won't be doing much. We're just going to once again take a look at our team and see what we can build it upon it. Alright, so preseason should be starting, I think, next week or this week. It's taking its good old time to simulate, though. I'm going to save my game once I get the preseason games up, which they do pop up right there. Alright, so let's go day before the Rangers game. September 21st, or September 22nd, I should say. Alright, so I'm up to this date against the Rangers. Get a pop-up, good. I'll edit up the scout in a minute. Alright, so let us save the game just in case. Overwrite current file. So I don't have to do all that crap again. Alright, that's good. Let's hold the team meeting, even though we'll do the preseason stuff next time around. Alright, preseason is here, and the wins and losses don't count right now, so let's focus on our team play and move ahead. This may be your only chance to make an impact, so take advantage out there. I want you all to play for your jobs out there, make these games count. You know what? This may be your only chance to make an impact, so take advantage out there. Voracek and Seidenberg, I like it. Nick Patan did not. But that's okay. Alright. Contract those. Let's take a look at this Flyers team and let's see what is on the block here for this Flyers team. I already saw one good thing right there just from the beginning, but we'll see where we stand. Alright, so Steve Mason and Michael Neuvirth still at the same, same things that they have always been for the past couple of years. Steve Mason, 88 overall. Michael Neuvirth, 84 overall. Mason still the starter, I would assume. Still starting goaltender, right? Yeah, still starting goaltender. Michael Neuvirth still happy with being a backup. So we're fine for those goaltenders right there. In the system, we got McBride at 68, so he'll stay on sign. He'll play in the juniors. We got Stoley at an 80, still medium potential to become a backup, which is, good. We're hoping that either this year or next year that he really progresses and he'll take Neuvirth's spot soon. And then we also have Vixton, who's medium potential to become a fringe starter. So I think that's a little bit worse than what he was before. I think he had medium potential to become a backup, and that has changed to a fringe starter. But still, he's 75 overall. He is 1 year or 2 years younger than Matej Tomek was, only 2 overalls less. So hopefully he'll be able to grow a little bit quicker than Matej did. But we're hoping that McBride is going to be that new goaltender for us down the line. All right, but let's take a look at the defenseman here. Let's see what we got going. Alright, so we got Robert Haig, 87 overall still at Elite. Travis Sanheim, 87 overall, still at Elite. Shane Gostisbehere, 85 overall, still at Elite. And then we also have Sam Morin, 85 overall as a top 4 defenseman. The only person I'm going to look at is Sam Morin. Good stick checking, good physical category still again. Good slap shot power, which I think is really good. Discipline is obviously his only weak point, but still, 6'5", 211. He's a force in front of the net. Puck skills aren't that great. Shooting's good. Yeah, he's your penalty killer for sure. Ghost, 85. I was hoping Ghost might have turned out a little bit better than this, but you know what? 85 overall is still not too shabby for him for an offensive defenseman, so hopefully we'll be able to get him some power play time. Haig and Sanheim are still at their 87 overalls as well. Still top 4 defensemen for both of them. Very similar stats. Haig looks to be a little bit better. Actually, no, they're about equal on the defensive side. Sanheim looks to be a bit more offensively minded than Haig does. Yeah, for sure. Haig is a little bit less offensively minded than those guys were. Didn't forget to check down there. Postman is 80, so I think he'll be depth. Yep, Postman's depth. Seidenberg's a minor league top 2, so Alt's a minor league top 6. Meh, whatever. Nothing you can complain about with those guys. And then Ivan Provorov, 89 overall. My God. He's considered a top 4 defenseman. You're getting top 2 time, Ivan. My goodness. 96 for defensive awareness. 89 for offensive awareness. Shooting category is really good. Skating is quick. As all hell, his puck moving skills are good. Ivan Provorov, 89 overall. That's freaking ridiculous. He's going to get top 2 time now. He's going to get top 2 time. It's not going to be Haig and Sanheim anymore. It's going to be Provorov and somebody else. That's ridiculous. Ulf Bachman is 81. Good. Is he a top 6? Perfect. All right. So our plan for this guy did come to fruition, as his shooting category is actually pretty good. Other than slapshot power, it's not bad. High 80s is good for 81. Puck moving skills are pretty good as well. Defensively, pretty good defensively as well. Nice shot blocking. Offensive awareness, okay. Not too shabby there for Ulf Bachman, our 3rd overall pick in 2017. So that's not too bad for him. He'll be top 6 with Moran, so not too shabby. So we're going to have 89, 2 87s, and then 85, 85, 81. Not too bad for our defense there. Not too shabby at all. Maybe Bachman will get some power play time in there with those stats. We'll see if we can fit him in there. It's going to be tough because we have a lot of good players now, but Provorov's 89 overall, and he's only 22 years old. He's going to win a lot of money next year. All right, but Davis, Gogolev, Halischuk, 74 and 75, which is not bad. Halischuk actually went to medium potential instead of low, so that's good. Or was he already medium? I forgot. Pushkarev, yep, those guys are all good. All right, not too shabby there for our defense, guys. All right, so Voracek's still a 90 overall. Simmons, 88. Tyler Toffoli will be 85. Ryan White, 82, which is good. Max Talbot, 80. Nicholas Kubel, 79. And Nikita Zheplov's 78. So Kubel is 79 at 23. So maybe one more year for him and he'll be ready. Want to get that defensive category a little bit better. Same thing with Zheplov's. Zheplov's might be a little bit of a bust trade when we made that deal for Timo Meier. So we'll have to see. He might be a kind of a bust player. Doesn't seem to be growing all too much. Maybe we trade him away for some draft picks or something. All right, in the system for the right wingers, what do we got? All right, Timo Meier, 85 overall. Third checking line forward. So Timo Meier is at an 85 overall, and he can play on the NHL team. Defense is a little bit questionable, but I do like the fact he has 87 defensive awareness, which is nice. Shooting category is really good. He's got 99 for slapshot power, so he's got one hell of a shot. Puck moving skills look to be pretty good too. Nice hand-eye, can skate out there as well. A little bit of not really a physical type of player, but seems to be a nice little defensive-minded player there. I like that. All right, so Julian Gauthier. So Timo Meier will definitely be making it onto our NHL team without question. All right, Julian Gauthier is 82, but he's still considered a depth forward. All right, so maybe one or two more years for Julian Gauthier, and he'll be ready. Yeah, defense needs to get a little bit better. Offense, he's kind of got the same build as Meier, because Meier's a power forward, right? Yeah, makes sense. Him and Meier kind of have the exact same type of build. So maybe we hold on to Gauthier, maybe not. Maybe we trade him away as well. We'll have to see. But yeah, maybe next year he'll be ready. And then we also have Earl Grantham. That was his name. All right, so we also have Earl Grantham, who's also considered a depth forward, but I think I want to give him a chance to play in the minors this year without a doubt. Want to get that shooting category up there. We'll keep an eye on him throughout the year. If he does get better, we'll maybe bring him up to the team. If he does, start to really get up there in overall like 82, 83, we'll have to see about that. But he'll start the year in the AHL. Keanu is right there, Connolly, Moss, and Zubov. So like I said, if we have to fill out some AHL players, we can sign Moss if we need to. He's up at 73. Vince Connolly's 76 at 21 years old as well, so not too bad. All right, so we know one guy is already one of the rookies who can play on our team, and that is Timo Meier. All right, left wingers, we have Braden Shen at 85. Nick Patan is at an 82, so that's not really all too great. A depth forward for Nick Patan. We can hold on to him. He's happy being in a depth role, so he doesn't have to play if he doesn't have to. So he's happy being a depth player. That's what it'll be. All right, Limbaum, O'Sullivan, McDonough. None of those guys really progressing all too quickly either. Limbaum looks like he might be ready next year for like a third or fourth line player. Yeah, he's got good shooting stats, good puck moving skills. He's a good deker at least. His defensive categories coming around there as well. So Limbaum might be ready next year. Edgar O'Sullivan, another kind of sniper, maybe in a couple years. And then Reed McDonough, once again, making his way up there as well. A lot of snipers on our AHL team, as I mentioned before this year. Same thing with LaBarbera and Kozhevnikov. If we need some roster spots, we can sign those guys, obviously. And then, take a look at the centers. You got Claude Giroux at a 90, Sean Couturier still at an 85, Lawton at an 84. He actually dropped down to an 84, which is not really all too great, but still third liner. Marcus Kruger at an 82. Yep, he'll be our fourth line player. And then Jay Beagle, obviously another player right there at an 81. All right, here we go. In the system, what do we got? All right, Travis Konechny, 85, third line scoring line forward. Okay, so Travis Konechny will be on our team as well. Where I can find a spot for him, not sure yet, but we'll figure it out. Puck moving skills is good. Shooting category is good. Defensively is the only thing I'm worried about. He's got good stick checking. He's a fast skater. Offensive awareness seems to be good for Travis Konechny. So Konechny can play this year. I'll find a spot for him somewhere. And why does this not surprise me? My God. Nathan Noel or Nathan Knoll. Low potential to become a franchise player. What the heck happened with this guy? 84 overall. Another third line checking line forward. Puck skills, not really too great. He's got good puck control, though. He's got a nice hard shot. He's a good defensive playmaker, which is very interesting. He's a good defensive playmaker. Interesting, but franchise, Nathan Noel, that's ridiculous. Eric Cornell, 83. He's a depth forward. Marc-Oli Verrois is an 80, and he's a minor league scoring forward, so he'll be in the AHL. Tim McGauley, AHL. Murray Generous, he's 77 elite. So once again, guys, mentioned before, if we need roster spots, we can sign him. He can play. LaBerge, 76, and we're good to go. But holy crap, Nathan Noel is a franchise player. That's ridiculous. All right, well, we got our players here. We got our players. We got the team all set up. Let us see what we can do here and how I would set this up, because it's going to be a little bit interesting to set this team up. So let's go to roster moves first. Just make sure we have everything spread out accordingly. Alright, so defense, we know we need to go Mark Alt down, Seidenberg down, and Postma down. And then we go Bachman and Provorov up. Confirm. Okay, so those guys are there, which means we should have 6 up here. Yep, we have 6 up there. Cool. And then for right wingers, we don't need Obe Kubel up here, nor do we need Zheplovs. Talbot can stay. In the system, we're going to need Timo Meier. That's about it. Whoops. Timo Meier. Good. Okay, so like I said, Talbot can stay up there for right now. Julie Gauthier and Earl Grantham will stay. Okay. Left wingers, Patan and Shen. Once again, they're happy to stay there as well. Those guys are fine to stay. And then centers, we have those guys here. They're all fine to stay. And I think we have enough room to call up Noel and Konechny, because they're the only third line players. Good. Alright, so that's it. We have 21 of 21. We have a couple depth players here. What I should do, technically, is... well, we have depth players on our roster right now that might not be played anyway. So let's edit up our lines here and see what we got. Okay, so let's see, who would I scratch here? Alright, so first off, let's scratch Max Talbot and get Timo Meier in there. Let's scratch Jay Beagle and get let's get Travis Konechny in there. And then let's scratch Nick Patan and get Nathan Noel in there. Okay, so that's kind of what the players I want right now. Alright, so first line will be Giroux, Simmons, and Voracek. We'll change Wayne Simmons back to a left winger. Schenner, Couturier, and Tyler Toffoli will be our second line. Third line looks like it's gonna be... Looks like it's gonna be, let's see, Lawton 80 faceoffs, Konechny 74, Nathan Noel 82. Okay, so Noel takes the center spot. Timo Meier moves up here, and then Travis Konechny moves over here. And then do we go Kruger, Lawton, and White? Does Lawton now get regulated down to the fourth line? You know what? I kind of see that. I actually kind of see that, and I don't have a problem with that, to be perfectly honest. We can move Kruger to a wing. Yeah, we can move Marcus Kruger over to the wing. Actually, no, he can play center because he has better faceoffs than Lawton does. Lawton only has 80 faceoffs, and Ryan White's a natural right winger, which is good. Yeah, I'm kind of fine with this. I think Lawton is now at the point where he's a little bit too good, and I don't think he's panning out too well on that third line anymore. I think Lawton will now be relegated to the fourth line because these guys are going to get good, be getting a lot better. So I think Lawton now loses his third line role to become a fourth line role. So, you know, the fourth line for the past couple years has been doing good, and we get a bigger upgrade from there. I mean, we've had guys like, what, Brandon McMillan and Max Talbot and players like that filling out on the fourth line. So maybe putting Lawton with Kruger and White might be a little bit better now, since we have 3 two-way forwards now on the fourth line. All 3 of them are good defensively, so they might put up a little bit of offense out there as well, because Lawton's okay offensively. He's nothing anything too fantastic. He's okay defensively, but I would not have a problem with that. I would not have a problem with this lineup. Simmons, Drew, Voracek, move Simmons back from right wing to left wing. Shen, Couturier, and Tyler Toffoli on the second pair. Or I would really like a playmaker on that second line if all possible. Like, I would really want to put Konechny up there instead of Couturier, to be perfectly honest. Because I think Konechny might have a little bit more potential than Couturier does. Like, I love Coots. Coots is definitely, without a doubt, a second-line player. But with a guy like Tyler Toffoli, who we picked up from free agency to get us goals, I kind of want a guy with some good puck-moving skills like Toffoli, like Konechny has, to maybe get Toffoli some more points. Because, I mean, well, is Couturier all that better than Konechny? Was that 7-4-4-3? 7-4-4-3. I think Couturier does have better puck moving skills than Konechny does. Let's see, the bottom 2, yeah, he has them covered there. I think it's just his hand-eye and his deking are a little bit better. That's it. How about offensive awareness? 86, is that what Couturier's is at? 86, yeah. So Couturier and Konechny are all not too different in their offensive stats. So maybe we should leave that, but you guys can give me some suggestions as well. But I think we should move Konechny to a wing since he's right-handed. Nathan Noel will play the center, and then Timo Meier can play the right wing since he's a natural left. He's left-handed as well, so he can play the right side. And then we do Ryan White, Kruger, and then move Lawton to a wing down there on the fourth pair. So we can have that. Simmons, Drew, Voracek, Shen, Couturier, Toffoli, Konechny, Noel, Meier, Lawton, Kruger, and White. So we have a full third line of the young guns here with these 3 beauties, 2 playmakers and a power forward down there. So that's a little bit different than what we're used to. I mean, for the past couple of years, it's been sniper, 2-way forward, playmaker, but this time we're going to have 2 playmakers and a power forward. So we'll see if these guys can get it done. I mean, Meier's got the hard shot. Same thing with Nathan Noel. He's kind of got the defensively handed out. And Konechny has a hard shot as well, but it looks like he's kind of maybe has a little bit more playmaking style to him. So that'll be interesting there on offense. And defensively, we're going to have Provorov and Bachman. Let's get these 2 guys in there. Both Bachman substituting all lines. So defensively, there's not really much question right here. We're going to have Ivan Provorov and either Robert Hagg or Travis Sanheim, whatever we so choose. I think we should maybe put Sanheim above Hagg because he's younger. And maybe we want to change that low potential around. So let's go with Sanheim and Provorov. We can go with Robert Hagg now and Shane Gostisbehere, Sam Moran, and even though Moran's a top 4, and pair him up with Ulf Bachman down here. So think that's what our defense could be as well. So we're going to have two-way, 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 offensive, offensive, defensive. So I think that's what our defense should look like, which is going to be very, very nice. Very, very nice. And then obviously goaltending, Steve Mason and Michael Neuber. So I think we're good. Scratch players, we have Talbot, Beagle, and Patan for forward-wise. So maybe we like switch up one of these two guys, send one of them down, call up a defenseman just in case something happens. So that we don't have to do some crazy roster moves or changes or anything like that. So let's let me just do best lines there for the AHL team. Fix all those roster things up in a minute. Let me go to roster moves first and just double check to see who would actually have to go through waivers or not for this team. But I think that's what our team looks like there. Defensively, let's see. So Bachman does not have to go through waivers in the system. Let's see. Postma, Seidenberg. Davis would not. Halischuk would not. Yeah, I think we call up Postma and like send one of the other forwards down of some sort. Maybe like Talbot gets sent down. Because we're going to have Jay Beagle and Nick Patan up there as the two depth forwards. So I think that should be good. So we'll move up Postma. We'll call down Talbot. And I think we should be good to go there. Yes, let's do that right now then. Forwards. Let's call down Max Talbot. Send him down. Defensively, we call up Postma, right? He's happy being a depth defenseman, yeah. So Postma gets called up. Good. And then we have our 6th defenseman there for the AHL with Peter Pettersson, Seidenberg, Halischuk, Davis, Alton, Gogolev. Obviously, we can interchange those guys around, but I think we should be good for the NHL team, AHL team, and the rosters there. So edit lines, obviously, it's the AHL lines is the only issues there. So just do best lines for them. Our AHL team, I think, is going to be good to go. So let me know what you guys think of those lineups there for our NHL squad. Do you think that's what we should do? Is, Tyler Toffoli plays second line, have a complete third line of all rookies, move Lawton down to the 4th line now, because I think that is the right thing to do. I'd rather have Lawton play 4th line than, like Meyer or Konechny or Noel play 4th line. So I think that is the right move to make right there. Defensively, I think we're pretty solid now. Now that Provorov continues to get a little bit better, Moran got a little bit better, we have a new offensive threat as a new defenseman here, and our little player here, our super Swede, Ulf Bachman. So I think he should do a good job there. Goaltenders are same as per usual, so I think we should be, once again, a very good defensive team, but hopefully we'll be able to score a little bit now that we have two more playmakers here. I think we definitely try to get Konechny and Noel onto the power play if possible. So that is what I think our lineup should be for this Flyers team coming into this season. So let me know what you guys think. Thought it was going to be a short one. Guess not. I'm a liar. But yeah, those are what the lines I have. Let me know what you guys think of them. And give me some suggestions. And I'll edit up, obviously, all the lines for next episode. And we'll jump right into year number 5 here and get started with it. So thanks for watching, guys. If you did enjoy, leave a like, comment, subscribe as always. And we'll see you guys next time.